Headz Up SA, where we don't just report the headlines, we break them down. Subscribe and stay ahead. Fam, things are heating up in the world of South African politics, and it's not just noise this time. It's criminal charges, accusations, and deep state drama. The MK Party and the Democratic Alliance are taking the war right to Police Minister Senzo Mchunu's doorstep. And guess what? They've both laid criminal charges. Same week, same accusations, same minister.
As Mkondo sees, when we open a case of perjury, as you know, that the minister lied, to us as members of the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March. And General Sibiya, what he told, the South Africans, that the instruction came from the National Commissioner, but the National Commissioner said he doesn't know about it. And today we saw a letter from the minister says he's the one who disbanded the special task team.
If the president is not going to take any action to ministers that serve in his cabinet to protect corruption, catered deployment, and ultimately people that are linked to criminal syndicates, the Democratic Alliance will take that action. Part of the reason why we joined the government is to make sure that we root out corruption, we make sure we fight crime, and ultimately people must be held accountable. Gone are the days where the ANC is going to use its majority to try and protect its own. It's important for us to hold people accountable for the people of South Africa, because ultimately we've got a massive problem with crime in South Africa. People are killed every day, women are raped every day, children are killed every day, and it's important for us to take these steps so that we've got credible people in government to make sure that they protect the citizens of this country. So we will be laying those criminal charges today.
Let's start in Pretoria. MK Party MP David Skosana and the party delegation pulled up to Brooklyn Police Station, not to visit, but to open a criminal case against Minister Mchunu for perjury and defeating ends of justice. Why? Because of the bombshell allegations made by KZN Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Adv Mkhwanazi, the man shaking the foundations of the SAPS with claims of political interference. The minister is connected to Brown Mokgotsi, a mediator between crime bosses Mchunu and General Shadrack Sibiya. Those are not just allegations. That's a nuke being dropped on the police ministry.
Of perjury, as you know, that the minister lied, to us as members of the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March. And General Sibiya, what he told, the South Africans, that the instruction came from the National Commissioner, but the National Commissioner said he doesn't know about it. And today we saw a letter from the minister says he's the one who disbanded the special task team. On a personal note, I don't understand that. How can the minister, through those downloads of cell phones, being involved, alleged involved in this, but that will be tested. That will be tested. By all means possible. Advocate Johnson as well is implicated in a criminal case of being used by criminal syndicate.
But wait, it's not just the MK Party. On the other side of the country, the DA is outside the Cape Town Central Police Station, doing the same thing, laying criminal charges against the same minister and same top cop Shadrack Sibiya. Why? Because they too had meetings with Mkhwanazi as far back as last year, where he told them straight, political interference is killing police operations. The DA claims Mchunu lied in Parliament about knowing Mokgotsi, only to admit later he knows him as a comrade but not closely. That's called perjury, folks. And the DA says enough is enough. They've seen this script before. ANC leaders lie in Parliament and nothing happens.
Just a reminder that in 2013, thank you, I was waiting for him. Just a reminder that in 2013 or so, we've had two people who have been held accountable for lying to Parliament. The most recent was Nhlanhla. You may recall he lied and said he did not know the Guptas, had nothing to do with the Guptas, thought about it for a while, realized he was going to be caught out, admitted he did know the Guptas, he'd lied to Parliament, and he promptly resigned. He fell on his own sword. Now, that is something one would expect someone of his level to do as a minister. Then, of course, we had Tony Yengeni. He lied to Parliament, he defrauded Parliament, he ended up receiving a 4-year jail sentence. Of course, as is the tradition, he only served 4 months. That seems to be the case with most people convicted via the ANC these days. But he, in fact, had been found guilty of lying to Parliament. So lying to Parliament is a major criminal offence. I can't stress how egregious it is. And so this minister must now face what's coming to him. Obviously, a criminal investigation has to take place. We hand it over to the professionals. But there is precedent, and he has a big problem to face.
And where is the president in all this? According to Skosana, still closing ranks, trying to cover tracks, and dragging his feet like corruption isn't crawling all over this mess. He calls it the corrupt ANC of Ramaphosa. National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza confirmed the accused won't only be facing the Police Portfolio Committee, but also the Security Cluster and the Standing Joint Committee on Intelligence. Translation: Parliament is gearing up for accountability. But will anything come of it?
Moving where there had been concerns raised. And even now, Parliament, in my view, is taking serious consideration of the statements that have been made. And it is for these reasons that we are saying in 14 days, these committees must come back to the National Assembly and actually advise Parliament on how these matters can be dealt with. You would appreciate that these matters cut across a number of arms of state. Mm-hmm. Some of the allegations relate to the executive. Some of those relate even to Parliament, as you would have read in the statement made by the General. So my view is that the public must appreciate that this is a matter that is serious, that concerns our country, that concerns our institutions, and it is important that we find a way as Parliament in terms of our responsibility as public representatives with a mandate of holding the executive to account, of ensuring there's accountability and lawmaking to really look at this matter and make our recommendation.
As the saying goes, when elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. The people are the grass and the system is cracking. And now people are saying, Advocate Adv Teffo, remember him from the Senzo Mayiwa's case, deserves an apology. He claimed the SAPS was involved in cover-ups and got arrested in court dramatically. Now, Mkhwanazi's revelations might just be vindicating his story.
No, let's go, man. We are not going to negotiate. Why should we negotiate with you? So now you're becoming physical? No, I'm not becoming physical. Let's go. If you want us to use non-force, we'll use non-force. No, I want to know from...
And where is Julius Malema in all of this? Quiet. But social media ain't forgetting. People are pulling out old videos of him praising Mkhwanazi, saying he should be the national commissioner. Now that Mkhwanazi is naming names, the silence is suspicious. And as always, the internet is full of drama. One ex-user claimed Julius Malema's wife is related to one of the accused, Vusi Ket Matlala, whom Mkhwanazi named. The EFF clapped back saying, "Chill, Matlala is a common name in Limpopo. It doesn't mean they are family." This isn't just a political scandal. This is a state capture 2.0 in real time. We've got criminal cases flying, cops turning on cops, ministers lying in Parliament, and the president watching from a distance like it's a theater production. Heads Up SA will be following this story every step of the way, so don't blink and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because the ground is shaking and the truth is rising. Keep your heads up, SA.